DJ, it seemed like you guys did not come out with great energy tonight. This is obviously a big opportunity for you guys. Can you just talk about what you think happened?
I feel like we just came out slow, a little bit staggering in that first half, and just got punched in the mouth. I mean, we just got to be better. Next game we got, I told the guys in the second half it's a new half, so just got to have better energy, but we didn't. Came up short.
Guys, this was your second lowest scoring total of the season. Was it sort of Pitt's defense, or was it more so you guys just kind of missing some shots, not getting to your spots? That kind of.
I think it was more us. Ball got a little too sticky from the beginning, you know. Yeah, and it comes down to energy. We came out with low energy, and it just couldn't find a way to get up.
Guys, what did Coach tell you after the game?
That we just need to be better. The small details matter. Missing box outs, not getting enough rebounds, and just not having enough energy.
Yeah, just need to watch film and figure out from there.
You know, for both of you, this is obviously the final home game of the season, and I was just curious, you know, looking back on the season, what has been your favorite memory or maybe your favorite moment from this year so far?
I mean, all the wins, I would say, you know, and the togetherness we had all season and all the memories we made here. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say the winning. But, you know, we're not done yet, so
Yeah.
still looking forward to win.
Any more questions for the guys? All right, thank you. Coach, we'll be in here in a little bit. He's finishing before you go.
Thank you for coming out today to the game. Obviously very disappointed with the way we played. Congratulations to Pitt. They came out with tremendous physicality. They came out with tremendous energy. They wanted this game more than we wanted it today. I take responsibility for that. That's not good enough. I'm very disappointed in myself for not having our guys better prepared. 12 turnovers in the first half is unacceptable. The missed assignments on box outs, those are unacceptable. The lack of physicality is unacceptable. I take responsibility for all of it and open to questions.
Start with Don and then to Jim.
Coach, 16 turnovers today, 16 turnovers also against SMU last Wednesday. What's been maybe the cause, or what do you see for these two games of being a little loose with the ball?
Well, today I felt that, and I need to study the film and watch the film, but just having just lived through the game, we tried to go one-on-one hero ball too much. And then, you know, we turned our back and they just came and swiped the ball and took it from us. They did a good job pressuring us. They were more physical. They earned that win. And they earned the win. They were the better team today by far. And we have to be better. And we will be better.
Mark, only 29 boards tonight, too, and it seemed like a lot of the shots were being fired up early on the clock with guys not going after the ball, just kind of turning and running back down the court. What's it going to take to sort of shake this loss off and get back to doing the things that you did to get to this 21 point in the season?
You know, Jim, we have to be able to handle success. We have to be able to handle prosperity, and we did not do that this week. We came off an unbelievable win against SMU, some good wins before that, and we clearly were lackadaisical. We were not alert. We got beat on the boards. You know, we got beat on the free throws, the free throw attempts. You know, they took more shots than us. You know, they had more assists than us. We had more turnovers than them. They had more steals than us. I mean, in almost every category, they outplayed us. This was a huge game for us, and we did not show up the way we needed to show up.
Steve and then Patty.
Mark, you kind of answered the question I was going to ask anyway. I'll just follow up. You said you didn't show up the way you should have. Could you see any of that in the previous couple of days at practice, or was this kind of a surprise to you as well?
Look, there were moments of practice in the previous 2 days where we were fantastic. There was a moment yesterday where I had to stop practice and have the guys run sprints because I didn't like what I was seeing. And so I saw both. I addressed it in the moment. as I thought was appropriate. And clearly I did not do enough. I did not do a complete enough job preparing our team to get the win today.
Coach, you guys average about 21 free throws a game. Tonight you just attempted 7. What behind that? Was it just the lack of physicality? What was going on behind?
Well, Pitt was the more physical team. So let's just, anybody in the crowd could see that. So what happens is when we try to attack the rim, we were a step slow. And now, I don't think I've been part of a game where we didn't get to the free throw line in the first half at all. That's a problem. We have to play more physical. Did the refs miss some calls? Yes, they did. But that's not why Pitt beat us. Pitt earned this win. We have to be able to handle situations like that.
Yeah, Coach, do you feel the turnovers accounted more or would credited more to the Pitt defense or kind of sloppiness with the ball or a bit of both? And
sloppiness, what I told the guys in the locker room was, hey, the desire to try to want to help your team win is a great desire. But to try to go hero ball and do it all yourself and go outside of the system, that's not smart basketball. That's bad basketball. We do not have a selfish group of guys, but we had some situations where guys went off on their own, trying to do it on their own. And so I have to correct that, and that will be corrected.
Day-Day Ames has had kind of like a rough 2-game stretch. Is that just unlucky timing and coincidental, or is there anything up with him?
No. Day-Day's fine. Day-Day's a warrior. Day-Day Ames is a huge part of the reason why we are in a situation where we can still do something special. And we are going to do something special this season. Day-Day Ames is a huge part of that. He did not play his best basketball tonight. He did a lot of things to help us win in the SMU game, but that wasn't his best game either. But don't worry about Day-Day. Day-Day's a warrior. He's a fighter. Day-Day will be fine. He's one of our best defenders. He didn't have a great game tonight.
We'll go up here and then end with Kyle.
Coach, there are many times throughout the game where Cal was able to go on a run and bring the match within a 1-2 possession game, but was never able to build a lead. Why do you think this is the case, and what changes do you think the team will be able to make to get over that line?
In the second half, we were right there a couple of times, 1 or 2 possessions away from closing the gap or even taking, I don't think we were in the position to take a lead, but closing the gap down. We took bad shots, and we didn't get the job done on defense. Simple box outs that we work on every day, we didn't execute. And then they get the extra possessions. That's why they were able to take more shots than us and get to the free throw line more than us, because they won the possession battle. We didn't get the rebounds. We did not get the loose balls. Those are some of the reasons.
Coach, with the rest of your games on the schedule being away from home, how are you going to be able to rally the guys knowing that there's no comfort of a home game, in front of the home crowd ahead?
We have to create our own energy. We have to create our own intensity. We have a locker room full of tremendous competitors. We didn't see that to the level that we needed tonight. And that's on me. That's on me, because I have to help our guys achieve their fullness in terms of competitive fire and competitive spirit. We didn't show up tonight with the type of fire we needed. Pitt did. Pitt showed up. Pitt showed up and they fought the entire time. We did not. And that's on me.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.